Here's another car. This is a 1997 Safari. It needs an alternator. I also did some pulleys too, idler pulleys, because they were all making noise. But the alternator also isn't charging. Show you. Also, your battery light is on, and it's also making a really loud bearing noise. Here, let me take you underneath the hood and show you. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's very loud. There. Yeah, pull the camera to catch that, but there's our alternator. I also did the idler and the temperature pulleys, and they were noisy too. So, I got my buddy here. He's going to be helping me. He's just an apprentice, so it's time for him to work on other things other than Hondas. So, what I'm going to get him to do is we're going to disconnect the battery, remove this air box, and then we're going to remove the fan shroud. It's actually pretty simple. Brings me back into my, what do you call it, general repair shop days. And then your alternator is just right there. So yeah, we'll remove this air box, disconnect the battery, remove the bottom part of this air box, which is already, loose, and then remove the fan shroud. So, air box is out. It's not too difficult. This is probably a simple job for an apprentice to do. So that's why I'm getting him to do it, right? Alright, got the battery disconnected. So how to get this fan shroud is pretty easy, I guess. You just gotta, there's some things in the way, but there's like 10 mils right there, there's one like, right, where did it go? Right there, right? Same thing on the other side over here. And then you can, there's only is half of the fan shroud, so you can leave the bottom half down there. So this will give you a lot of room. He's just working, and then we can get that alternator. So our apprentice here is using hand tools and not electric guns, and I suggested, like, you don't have to get snap-on ratchets, and then you can just get Milwaukee. But what did you say?
Still fucking $200.
There's still a couple $100, so the life of an apprentice, right?
The apprentice cash don't get you shit.
Yeah, that's how it was back in the day when I used to work for $8 an hour, man. But we're not getting it. It's more now. So that was like $8 an hour was like 10 years ago when I was an apprentice. These guys are making more when I was an apprentice than than I was back then. Lend them my tools, I guess. So now we got the fan shroud out. Plenty of room now, right, to access the alternator. And yeah, just cover up the hole so nothing falls in, just in case. So yeah, he's gonna draw the diagram for the belt routing, just in case something happens. You can't remember how the belt goes, and then we can start removing that alternator, or remove the belt and the alternator. You can see it's got new pulleys because I replaced the pulleys already, and then we were still waiting for the alternator, so I put everything back. But now we can get the apprentices to do it, so it's pretty easy. Let me show you the old pulley. All right, now so he's unbolting the alternator. Right, it's only 2 bolts. So I thought I'd take this alternator out and check it, right? But listen to this. Like something's rubbing inside. What the hell? This is what happens with aftermarket alternators. I can hear it. There you go. Yeah, what the hell? Alright, we're kind of stuck with using this thing, or I'm going to return it. Alright, so we're returning that alternator, but we're still going to remove this out, and then we're going to wait for another alternator to come in. But yeah, so we're going to keep on keeping on. Alternator's pretty much out. He's just getting the positive cable in the back, and then there's also a connector on the side over here. So so if the apprentice can do this, you can do this. We got a new alternator. This time we got an AC Delco, right? So it doesn't make any noise. And yeah, my buddy here put in the alternator. So let's show you what the old one sounds like. Or oh, that's bad. There it is. And here are the rest of the bearings. I don't know if you can hear that. It's kind of notchy. Yeah, all pretty noisy. So a lot of these bearings are shot. That's pretty much it. We're gonna put everything back together, start it up, make sure it's charging, make sure it's not making any noise anymore, and then yeah, that's pretty much it. So this 1997 GMC Safari has 330,000 kilometers. All right, buddy, put everything back together. Now I just got to take the credit for it. And I'm just joking. No, he did a good job. So now we're gonna check the charging system, put it in DC volts. Battery's at 12.8 because I charged it. Okay, let's see. Make sure the battery light is out. It is. Battery light's on. It's also the little voltmeter on the side here is above 14 volts. Also, no more noise. That's the important part. And it's 14.3 volts on my multimeter, so that's good. So I hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. And this guy's ready to pick it up.